So I felt inclined to do another game, and given that I've got some time on my hands, might as well do it on stream, right? Just like every game we did so far. Well, ever since we started streaming. So this is about a game against SmetBIRS. This is a direct opponent where we have to win this. If we win it, we are somewhat fine and might avoid relegation. If we don't, well, things look a lot darker. There's a lot of games to play throughout the season, but yeah, we gotta improve at some point, and we lost the last one. Now that's not entirely unsurprising, but still, we gotta win this one. So what happened last game? Well, we didn't create that many good chances. We gave away too many to them. And overall, we were they were the better team. So we have to go through the press conference anyway. Apparently this is a record. I don't know why. Maybe we lost against them for extended amounts of time or repeatedly. Yeah, and about Nils Svensson, that's probably the guy that scored. Really. Oh no, it's not. Wrong menu. No, it's a center back slash fullback. Well, yeah, lots of interceptions. Sure. Decent performance. I'm not sure with that. I think they... So to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure why that happens. Maybe the wings are not as well equipped as they should be. But I feel it's about making errors in defense, really, especially in the later stages of the game. So maybe I should switch in defense earlier throughout the game, because the players get tired. So in that sense, maybe that's on me, because they have a hard time going, the players in defense. But it doesn't have to be like this. We don't know. Well, we tried to park the bus and it's not a temporary measure to play Tillander out wide, I feel. He's got the pace. And at this point, he's more of an inverted winger to me than a striker. Yeah, that one. So I don't want to blame him too much, but in the end he is to blame. There's a... Oh. We are part of the sack race, apparently. Cool. Good evening, Miko Billion, and welcome back. I felt I could do the odd game from time to time this weekend. And, well, I've got some time on my hands. So, we lost the one against Luleo. It was really, we lost it due to a mistake in defense by Ngunge Muteba. I don't feel like we were not able to compete, but we didn't take our chances, and we had low-grade chances. They had better chances. So in the end, it was deserved, even though it was close. But we only conceded one goal. We just didn't manage to score, and it was too late in the game to turn it around. So there's that. Next game is against Smetby, and this is the neighbor in the league table. If we win this, we're, I think, 1 point above them. If we lose it, we lose ground, and it's all about relegation scrap going forward. I hope so. There's also something I noticed, so I'm really happy to have you around here, simply as a sort of for reflection, I guess. I'll show you in a second. So you might remember that we signed a striker, Ishak, and that striker has really good physicals. Well, it takes a while here to process, but I noticed that our long-time loanee, I'd say at this point, Kulovic, who didn't play due to the presence of Ian Holmstrom previously, well, throughout the previous seasons. He came back, and well, he was a fairly professional at one point. He isn't anymore, but so this implies to me, well, he lost professionalism, but it's still, I don't know, whatever the range is. Basically 1 point below where he started. He's on a really cheap contract. But that's not what I'm going for here. I compared him to Ishak, and well, Ishak is definitely the faster one. The physical side is better overall, but if I look at attributes, say as a target man, target forward, the picture is much less clear, especially on the mental side, if you look at this. So for a player in our league, 10 attribute points in something is good, I feel, or at least decent. On the mental side, there's not much to complain with Kulovic, really. And on the physical side, for a target forward, neither. This is okay. It's only, well, the heading is 8, first touch is 6, and finishing is 7. That's it. So for striker, both of them are really bad finishers. But I feel like Kulovic is somewhat, the 1.5 stars might be below his actual value, I feel. He's rated below what he's capable of, maybe. And this goes hand in hand with training performance too. He didn't play forever. Like, he played 3 games, they were, I don't know, he came in and didn't do anything, right? He played 1 here, which was a bad game, and here another one at the start of the season against Vasalunds. Not exactly a thankful opponent. The one against Motala, maybe we should have won, yes, and he should have done better. But here he came on for 5 minutes, so I don't care. In the end, he didn't have many appearances. So, but as a target forward, I'm actually thinking that Kulovic might be the better choice going forward. And this goes hand in hand with his training performances. So maybe we can improve him a little bit with the first touch, and also the passing, and vision is already good. Not a big deal here. But as a let's say a target forward that redistributes balls, he might do to a similar degree as Ishak, but with a game like the one against Smetby, next game, we might employ him as a target forward, and this means that we can have 1 striker all the time on target forward duty for these games, and 1 striker in pressing forward formation for the more defensive games, because Ishak definitely is the better pressing forward of the 2. He's got the acceleration and the pace. He's there for the odd goal, basically, Now, if only his finishing would be any good. But, well, whatever. But we've seen this. He wins the duels and then runs with the ball. That's not something Kulovic can do. So Kulovic isn't worthwhile in these situations, I feel. But in the last few games, when I noticed that Ishak always has the capability to break through. Let's say it like that. So he's more suited to this type of game, I think. Yeah. Just wanted to tell somebody about this. Anyway, so thanks for listening. If you've got any ideas and with respect to that or anything else, let me know. Besides the, I don't know, the tactical revamp all around, probably. I will not do that, I guess. But yeah, so the next game is a home game. Yeah, sure you can. Here you go. I'll also highlight him as a target forward for a second. I feel like he's not bad specifically as a target forward on the mental side, but it came to a surprise to me that Kulovic is better with the mentals. I simply didn't expect that. He's got good physicals though overall for this league. But to play him as a target forward doesn't use them all. And his heading isn't great. So, yeah, he can do it. But I'll highlight the pressing forward once more just for a second here. Yeah. I think so too. On the other hand, Ishak might be... Yes, exactly. And we really, this was a last-ditch effort to get somebody in as a striker, because we didn't want to go into the season with Kulovic. But now I think I might have gotten that wrong. I really did. Kulovic had a horrible season out on loan. 6 goals in 26 matches. 2 assists. Well, that's not... To me, it's horrible. Let's put it that way. 6.58 is not good. But on the other hand, the mentals... I don't know where he gets these from, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure when he acquired these. The work rate of 14, teamwork 13, off-the-ball movement 10, anticipation 10, composure 10, bravery 11, decisions 9. Even concentration and determination are up to the standard of this league. The positioning is good. I don't expect that from a striker. Yes, the technicals are crap. Well, to a degree, right? But if he can improve the technicals a little bit, doesn't have to be much. He's certainly capable to play the league. And the star rating doesn't reflect that. 1.5 stars. So this to me this is off. This is due to form. And we know that assistant managers or whoever's responsible for this take form into account. I stumbled into this, I think, this realization, or maybe it's just plain wrong. Who knows? Yeah, he might get. The problem is we don't have the time, but this is always the case in these kind of games, right? You don't have time to give the player some time to develop, and that's why Ian Holmström was on the pitch for 2 seasons anyway. So maybe Kulovic would have overtaken him long ago. Yeah. Yes, I think so too. So, also he's dirt cheap. That comes along as a side note. And he's definitely used to play in our formation and with us. Also, I know that he's a former fairly professional player, so I hope that he can go back to the squad personality at some point. Or towards, he might progress towards the squad personality at some point. Let's put it that way. Okay. I also noticed something prior to this stream. This Korovic guy that we have in midfield, besides the decent technicals, he's too weak. We pay him 6 euros per week. He is paid 15 euros per week by IK Franke. Well, we are. Or do they pay that to him? I'm not sure. Anyway, we got him for really cheap. There's no use in I don't know. There's no use in being annoyed about it. Money-wise, this is a really cheap transfer. So doesn't matter much if he doesn't perform. He might develop into something. He's 22, and that's if he doesn't, well, then he doesn't. Then we've got problems with Moreira da Silva, who's wanted by Tirasu FF at this point, because we offered him out. And whilst I do not want him to leave, I do not want him to pay 60 euros a week, as he wanted. So I'm happy with a sale at this point. He also didn't complain about his market value, opposed to Wickberg, who did complain. Both of them, same problem. They both want a new contract. They both want a contract that's more expensive than I'm willing to. There's a free post in the First Division Elite. Well, great. But where are they? There. Play defensively solid football. Yeah, well, no. Well, okay, but I don't think I'll decline this. I don't want to leave the club, even if there's bigger clubs that come for me. I don't like that. I want to go up with this club at some point. So they play a controlled possession style. More cautious mentality when playing away. This is good. And they look to play out of defense apparently. So hopefully we can deny them. So that's the first thing. Out of possession, we should definitely prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and we might even step up more. I'm not sure if this is worthwhile. Depends a bit, but okay. So we try to keep him away from the goal, basically, as far away from the goal as possible. Now, gotta look into these. That's a physically capable striker with decent finishing. These are apparently a dime a dozen in this league. It's just that we don't have one. Well, we have one, but not with good finishing. The attacking midfielder looks, well, somewhat dangerous, right? Finishing isn't great. Long shots aren't great, but he can play a decent pass. This is more like a playmaker type. And then there's De Jene. I seem to remember this guy. And Elisai. I cannot remember this guy, but he's pacey. Right-footed though, with a decent long shot. So showing him to the inside is at the same time dangerous, and also might reduce his danger. I will probably show him to the inside anyway, and hopefully he doesn't score one of the long shots with the left foot. But his left foot is weak, so we got that. Overall, I feel like this is much more up to our standard of play than the last opponent. The last one was really good. Overall, the attributes were really great. So Kulovic trained well, and same can be said about Melander. How did Melander do last game? Not good. Yeah, he didn't create much. I expect more. Good training or not good training. I expect something different from a player of that age and with the personality. Sure, he might need some time to adapt to the squad and to the way we play, but he might adapt to it going forward, and we might as well play a multi-Eggman at some point. So maybe he adapts too, or I don't know, finds back his form. Let's put it that way. They don't have to do preseason anymore. Doesn't matter much though. There's also the thing with Ytterhogdals. I think to me he's a key player, and the fact that he's not as pacey as I'd want him to be doesn't deduct much from that he creates some chances, I think. Let's look into the last game. So last game he didn't play well overall, but I feel like there were a lot of situations where it was close. Like he skipped past his man and he couldn't outrun him, or I don't know. I remember one situation where he won back the ball, and then the pass wasn't good enough or something like this. This stuff. He's good for the odd goal. He's seriously lacking on the assist side though, and I don't know why that is. To be honest, he could be better. He's certainly not lacking on the mental side. If I look at this, the anticipation is really good too. He's he trains as somebody on attack duty. He's already on pace training to improve the acceleration. And I don't worry too much about the crossing, to be honest. Sure, could be better, but it's these two and the acceleration probably. But most of it is down to the acceleration at this point. The injury really threw him back. At half a point in an attribute can be a lot apparently. So this is also still wrong. I think this is the way we played it previously, and I want to stick to it. This is good. I think he should be able to perform there. Kulovic as a target forward, I'm not sure if he will perform this game, but he might. Is there anyone else that definitely needs to play? Yeah, probably multi-Eggman at this point. So Melander didn't do well. Multi-Eggman is really horrible in training though. And he played last game too. Didn't create anything. His tackling was decent, but no chances created. Same goes for him, I think. Yeah, no chances created. I think I remember that Telander had the odd chance last game. 6.4 though. Not good. He can have his official warning too, and he didn't create any chances either. Well, we already seem to want him. Seem to have warned him. Yeah, also got a yellow card. Great. But maybe this is more to his liking. Oh, that's the wrong position. We do play him out of position, formally speaking. But Tillander I'm absolutely unwilling to replace, as long as he doesn't play really bad. I feel like he can contribute, and he always does contribute. The physical side is too good, or well, it's not the physical side overall, but he's pacey enough to always make a difference. So Ekman apologized. Great. Still doesn't make up for the bad training there. Lilydal apologized. Well, that might have improved the work rate. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might have. Telander. Okay. Determination went up a little bit. Now he's fairly determined. I'm not sure. He might have been previously. Nobody wants Moreira da Silva. At least not for now. Do we want to tell him that... well, no offers. So we offered him out for 2.2. Let's try again for 2.1. And I will keep doing that as long as he's not sold. I want some money for him. Tobias Palm. What was with him? Oh, that's just a training report. So his long throws are really bad. Cool. Not that good. Defensive positioning is really bad too. So I agree with that notion of the assistant who does nesting. Nesting and Niels Bakken. I wanted to look into this anyway. Who's the one with the good recommendations? Oh. Niels Bakken is 7.7. Nesting is 7.5. Is there nobody in our staff? He's bad. Judging player ability 7 apparently is the best we can do. No, the U19 manager has a better capability to do it. And the U18 coach. So we will ask Hendrik Dijgrens about individual training going forward. There. Fluctuation in the squad is really annoying, to be honest. I could also have given both of them decent contracts. Wickberg as well as Moreira da Silva. But I don't see them as long-term additions to the squad. Moreira da Silva is a long-term player for us, but he will not improve much. Okay. Well, 2.1k apparently is still too much. Thing is, it's also not a transfer window right now. When's the next transfer window, by the way? Gotta look in the league and then the rules. We've got June of 2027, 6. Transfer window. Yeah. 15th of July. So it's 3 weeks out. Next transfer window. We might want to look for viable transfers ourselves. Maybe even yet another striker. But yeah. I feel like we'll need an improvement in midfield though. Oliver Swan's missing. I'm sorry to put it like that, but Oliver Swan is missing. He was able to play on that level, and I realized recently that we can sell the clause, the 50% clause for Oliver Swan. They signed him on a €15 per week contract, and now he's on a €85 per week contract. They extended it immediately after he played a few games. What's so funny? Oliver Swan's missing? Well, he is. I miss him more than actually I miss him more than Torbjorn, or whatever his name was, who was also a really good player. But the technical capabilities of Oliver Swan combined with the fact that he had the mentals for it, that was enough. He wasn't great on the physical side, but he was able to be a threat in midfield, and that's missing these days. It's not like Nila Forsell declined all of a sudden. Nila Forsell does what he always does. This is okay. As a hard worker, this is good. But otherwise, he's not the one to unroot the tree. Not by himself and on his own. Also, I don't think he will be capable of playing anywhere but in this league. This is the maximum where, well, this is as far as he can go, I feel. So, given that Nila Forsell is the best player we have in midfield, well, we could argue that Malte Ekman is, well, he's also a midfield player, so this is unfair. But from a physical point of view, Nila Forsell is the best player we have in midfield. And he's strictly a box-to-box midfielder, and that's okay. But if I look at these physicals, there's nobody else in our midfield that brings these physicals along. So, probably again wrong. Asarson might bring them along, but nothing else. Where is he? Yeah. So this is a weird comparison, but yeah. Nila Forsell is more of a rounded player, and Asarson is more of a defender in midfield. It's just the way it is. But alright, he's got the physicals too, to a degree. So I was wrong about that. Still, he might improve a little bit there. We didn't extend his contract without reason. What's he training for, by the way? Yeah, that role doesn't exist in our squad anymore. So you can be ball-winning midfielder on support duty now, and not in defensive midfield, but in central midfield. The free kick taking, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Passing, maybe even. How's his passing overall? Yeah, he didn't create many chances. The interceptions could improve too. Ten times possession, 1 per game. Well, great. This is not far off quality-wise from last season. Here on the right wing, we need to go with Ngongo now. That Moreira da Silva is really annoyed. So he will need to get used to it. That said, he had decent performances once he played. Not so much on the defensive side, but he's apparently want to apply the pressure. And if he can stick to these performances going forward, well, in both senses, going forward in time and going forward on the pitch, why not? Ytterhogdals will not improve by much, but I'm fine with this. For the next game he will need to play central defender, so I'll change the training here. But this overall is a bit lacking. I don't like that. And I will not play Wickberg. Hellstrom, no complaints. Well, I have some complaints about his performances in central defense, sure. But as a player, or development-wise, no complaints. His marking and heading should go up, but this is what we bought. That's the package we bought, and once his marking is up to a certain standard, he might make a solid central defender. He's already a good one at this point, so that's okay. And I don't think we need to improve his quickness. That will go up by itself. And then there's Mr. I made an error again. Ytterhogdals. I don't know why this happens all the time. 6.75 overall. It's not horrible. But given his error in the last game, maybe it's time to give Alp a game. Even though I don't trust him to be the primary guy. And Stolz is no longer around, so that option doesn't exist anymore. Really bad training performances by Alp though. On the other hand, he could use a game from time to time, and we gotta give it to him at some point. It's not, Zetterberg is not to blame for the last game. Yeah, sure, he could have held it, but you can always say that about the keeper. And with Ytterhogdals, let's just look into this for a second. So as a wingback, he didn't improve much. Actually, his crossing went down for a reason. As a no-nonsense fullback though, which he has been training for and has played, he improved a little bit. It's apparently no-nonsense fullback is mainly a mental role, and yeah, he improved a little bit there. The physical side he brings to the table anyway. Same for him. I don't feel he will play no-nonsense fullback next game, and if he does, well, he's got the capabilities. But I think we can play him or train him as a wingback going forward. But there we have some minor rotation now. Kulovic up front, and Ytterhogdals doesn't play next game, at least not in the first team, because Alp will take his spot. And the rest of it, I feel we can have a similar lineup. We also put Ekman on the pitch, despite his bad training performances, because Melander, with his good training performances, didn't do well. Ytterhogdals wants a new contract, so I cannot have the entire squad revolt at the same time. Doesn't work. Yeah, he wants an improved contract, but doesn't want to make a fuss about it. That's probably because his contract is really bad, and he's a first team player for us at this point. Even though I do not agree that he's a great first team player, he should get faster. On the other hand, I don't see him. I don't see the improvement here. Jumping reach 19 is unbeatable though, and with a strength 13 at this level. So, do we want to give him a new contract? If we do, I'd rather give him one for a year. And the problem here is the personality to me. He's only a balanced player. I don't want him to be too influential in the squad, and that's a problem. But what's the alternative on that side? Well, Anderson is not a central defender. Where's the new guy? Johansson. So Johansson could play there. He's a brand new though, and already 26. Marking and heading are bad. Positioning isn't good. I don't think he'll make it. Not for the first team, at least not now. So we might as well give Ytterhogdals a new contract because we got nobody else around here that can have it. And I don't want this to be part of the club's problems right now. So I'm willing to go there. That said, if he gets an improved contract, which will make him very expensive for us, I think the extension by the club can remain, but the 1 year extension after league games, well, can remain too. Because we don't have to play him if we don't want to keep him. But yeah, relegation wage drop will need to remain. Yeah, he wants to be an important player. That's far off. Yeah, okay. For an important player, that's not that expensive. So I can live with that. Let's say we'll start with 40. Leave all that stuff in, remove that. Say 10% promotion wage raise. We will not get promoted anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're down to 50. Well, yeah, sure. I don't want this to end up in some sort of chaos. So, if he makes 15 games in his last season, we can extend this even for that money. And a promotion wage raise, I'll just keep it in and try to remove it later on now. So this is not a good contract for us, but we need it right now. We need him to be happy. This can go, and the appearance fee is probably too much. Yeah. He wants at least some appearance fee, apparently. This can probably go. Yeah, it can. And this now. Oh. Okay, so 25% is already good. But we gotta haggle here a little bit, because we might go down. And I want to be prepared in case we go down. So he would be one of the more expensive players once we went down, because his wage would only drop by 30%. On the other hand, that's well payable for us. €7 per game. Well, okay. 'Cause it's you, Eric. 'Cause it's you. Now that we give out new contracts, it won't be long until Adam Helmström comes along and wants a new one too. He's played every single game, I think. 12 appearances. Well, we might have played Boltegard Blom the odd game, but Hellström is one for the future, and we play him like this. It's a bit weird to argue that way, that Hellstream's one for the future, but I'm starting to think that we should try to keep some of the players and not sell them. To have some sort of core to the squad. That core doesn't even have to be the best squad. They have to be solid for this level. And players like Nila Forsell or even Zetterberg are part of that core to me. The rest, they can come and go. In a way, Moreira da Silva was one of that core too, but Zetterberg is already a stretch for me. I would want that core to be a professional minded to influence the rest of them. That's one of the reasons why I got Jonas Andersson in as a perfectionist. He's a really bad player for that level. Like, it's not good enough. And given his training performances at the age of 27 or 29 or however old he is, he will not make it. Or he will not make it as a first team player anyway. But leadership 20 and a perfectionist, you gotta play somebody like that. Even if he's crap. Because he might influence the rest of the squad to be better. And so ends the story of Moreira da Silva, I guess. Oh, a U19. Got a friendly proposed. Well, sure. That's So these two are already natural, so it doesn't matter to us. There's some people in the U19 that are unhappy with training. I don't care. And here we have a friendly proposal as an away game. Sure, we'll go there. That might cost us a bit, but let them play for a time. Why not? Hernandez apparently moved to Arsenal, so they can treat his injuries now. Yeah, that's okay. Well, this is immediately here. Great. And we will face Lutz BK going forward in yet another home game. Well, let's concentrate on the one at hand first. So we will take on Smetby. We lost the last 2 games. It's not good. But not by much. That's what I hope for. We were not hammered like 0-4 or something like that. We were always capable of getting out something out of those games. I think we can talk the opponent strong at this point. And we definitely want to win. Yeah. It's like it's either 1 or it's 4. Sometimes it's 3. And it's always the same person. Nobody cares. And that journalist, this is not a football journalist. He writes for the Swedish Football Chronicle. But he might also write for 15 other local newspapers in Ytterhogdal, probably. And the newspapers are read by, I don't know, the Moose. Yeah, especially with the chairs. These chairs do not reflect the environment which this interview takes part in, and the entire room. Well, the room might reflect it just fine, because this room looks like it could be in some socialist shitty house. On the other hand, I don't think Ytterhogdal contains this kind of stuff. Ytterhogdal probably contains really nice houses that have been there for like 500 years. So 3 goals in 4 matches. Well, let's foul him off the pitch. Doesn't work as reliably as it used to, though. Yeah, we can keep him quiet for 19 minutes. Or 90, maybe. Oh. This is the... I ate prior to the stream. I had... In a typical German fashion, I had sausages and a big salad. So... a colorful salad, I might add. And... in German they call this... how would you translate in English? I don't know. So, in German there's a separate word for other than eating that is used for animals only. So in German this is the word for eating is essen, and the word for what the animals do is fressen. And they call this in German the thing that you get tired after a meal due to insulin stuff and blood sugar levels dropping. That's called Fressnarkose. So this is related to eating too much, but it's it's like some in a loose sense devouring, and then narcose is what you have if you're injected with something. Yeah, that. But I find it really funny that it's Fressnarkose implies that it's some sort of devouring. It's not about eating, it's about devouring something. And well, at least that's the gist. And that's quite descriptive. So, do we want him as a keeper? Probably not. I love that word. Sometimes German can be fun. Sometimes. He's not good enough. So, and all these trialists are here on trial because I'm looking for a replacement for Westberg. So a replacement for our replacement keeper, or anyone with a good personality, really. That will do. I'm not specifically looking to replace Westberg because we have to. But he doesn't play anyway. These are all moderately capable, fairly determined / balanced / I don't want them guys. He's a bit better, but he's unambitious. Also, no, not really. He's not that much better. Magnus Palm, 18-year-old only. Yeah, don't think so. Paul Coleman, Irish. Now, this is something. Look at that throwing of one. Wow. But he's fairly pro. So he's got that going for him. I don't know what to make of it. Okay, so aerial reach is... I'll compare him to Westberg now, just because I can. Wow. Okay, this is not a fair comparison. I'll do it anyway. So his agility is bad. As an 18-year-old, he could probably already have agility, but the physical side for a goalkeeper is really not that useful anyway. Who cares? The points on the physical side for a goalkeeper are always, this is bonus points, doesn't matter. A goalkeeper can play with 4 points of agility and as a 45-year-old. Doesn't matter as long as the rest is fine. At least that's how I feel about it. So in that way, his agility will probably improve throughout his career and reach a whopping 7 or 8 points. That's okay. Anticipation really bad? Yeah, he will not be able to compensate that. So this is bad. Concentration bad? Sure, too. Positioning 5. But all of this improves throughout the career. This will not get worse. And he's definitely not one to be up to the standard of Alex Westberg. Area reach, he's better, but not by much. Command of area, okay. He'll do that. Also, I feel aerial reach improves by itself, if I'm not mistaken. You cannot train this, at least not with our level of training facilities. His communication is really bad. This will imply horrendous horrors in defense of the defenders. The handling, though, wow. Kicking's good. One-on-ones are horrible. Reflexes are really good. I don't know what to make of this guy. Other than he's a fairly professional, and I might want to offer him a contract for being a fairly professional player. He also speaks 2 languages. What's another one, anyway, right? So let's try to transfer him to the club. Just for... Oh, it expires tomorrow. It expires tomorrow? Oh, that's our contract. Never mind, yeah. But he's got 4 days left on his contract anyway. So, yeah, let's sign him at the end of contract. As a youngster. And this is not what I'm going for. He will get a youth contract. He doesn't want that. Well, I want it though. He reduced his demands by a tiny bit. I will not do this. I don't need you. I want you for the personality only. Fine. That's it. Great. He doesn't look like he's 18, but who cares? Fairly loyal keeper with stats all over the place, no personality I'm fond of, doesn't matter. And then there's John Francis. Wow. Now we had all the keepers we would know of on trial, and none of them made it. TT improve again? No. It's still the same. But he needs some match practice. Hellstrom needs to play. And this is somewhat interesting. So I was hoping for any improvement with Hellberg. But it seems like he finally adapted to training conditions at the club. In his professional, I don't know, personality. Whatever. So he trains better than Nila Forsell. So he will get his place on the bench, yes. And he also played from time to time, I think. Yeah, 6.55 now. That's not good. But something's going on here. You see that? For the odd appearance on the pitch, he improves a little bit. So I'm not sure how much potential is left in that guy at the age of 27. But it looks like he tries to make the most out of it. That's interesting. No, I'm not gonna go and give him 90 minutes. But in case Nila Forsell goes off, or anyone else really, because Hellberg, yeah, you know the what I was going to say. So he's a good replacement overall. This time we will go with Ishak, and we will go with Harry. Warwick. Yeah, this is good. That's okay. Training wise for us at least. Skillermo, definitely not. He'll leave the club at some point. Ostrom and Orberg, not a debate. And he will not make an appearance until he starts training well. I've had enough of this. I want him to train better. Melander. Well, Melander might deserve a place on the pitch. That brings us into trouble though with the center back / wing back position, because now we've got a lot of attacking capability on the bench. So Muteba deserves his place on the bench, even though he made yet another error in defense. He deserves that one. And then there's Anderson. Well, I didn't expect that well of a training performance from him. Boldegrad Blom. Yeah, sure, why not? Lucas Johansson, definitely not. Especially not with that personality. Wickberg is unhappy. So I think it will be Anderson. He didn't train well. Well, no surprises there. So who will play central defender in case somebody goes missing? Probably Asarson. He can do it. I'm sure. Or I don't know, Helberg. Oh, okay. Central defender is the only position he never played, so I might as well try that. But yeah, we will not exchange the central defender. This will not go down well. I hope we can get yeah. I hope we can get something out of this game. Apparently, things go well if I say this will be an easy win. 5-0, not a problem. So let's be confident about it. Sure, not a big deal. We'll win this. They expect a draw. Amateurs, we'll win this. Will we play any one of, well, this is no away game, but sure. We could give some of the players some match experience, actually. Yeah, especially those not selected. I don't care about De Silva at this point. Orbergs, Guillermo definitely not. He's expensive. Kulovic plays for us. Korovic could use a game. So that's 8 first team players that go with the U19 tomorrow. That's only the ones that are not with us in the squad. Matkoma. So what's mat in Swedish? Was this something like meal? Koma is kind of obvious to me. So yeah, that's not a question. Also, by the way, the German word Fresskoma also exists. So food, mat is food. Okay, this is where I start to learn Swedish. apparently. Mouth coma. So, is there something we want to do for the next match? First of all, I think in possession, against this kind of formation, over the wings is the only way to go. Especially, this is the more attacking one, to the right. That's not well employed though. This is strictly a defensive fullback. This is, or not even a fullback, this is a central defender. He should not be able to go for the cross. This is one that can defend his side, but I actually think we should close him down. So that's the right side, that's our left, that's Ytterhogdals' job. So there's that. Then, does he have a weaker foot? Well, no, not really. But marking him out of the game will not change the game. On the other side, there's Anderson. He's a left-footed player only. So let's show him to the inside. Decent heading, decent tackling. He might be dangerous. Moves ball to the left before dribbling. I didn't see the rest. Stays back at all times though. These are defensive options. And given that we have moderately attacking options here on wingback, well, Ngongo and Alp on support and attack duty, I feel overlapping is the right way to go here. These can be overrun by an additional player, especially in this kind of formation. Now, obviously, that comes with the threat of the counter, which is grave here. He is a right-footed player, so we'll show him to the left. Is this the one with the long shots? Yeah, that's the one with the long shots. I have memories of this player, sadly. So he will be shown to the inside, and then he will take one of his long shots. But the other way around is not better. The other way around, he would go past his man and then go for the long shot anyway. So we might as well show him to the inside and onto the weaker foot and hope that it's more congested there. Rydberg, he's not a good shot. He's a good passer though. That said, tight marking might work here. His off-the-ball movement is good, but his work rate is a bit lacking. He might not work that much to get away from his marker, and strength and jumping reach are atrocious. Yeah, marking him tightly is also what's recommended. No real weak foot. Same for him. He's a good crosser though, and a really good passer. His long shots are horrible, at least. So if we show the unit to the left, he will be forced to take the cross or the pass with his not so good foot. That might be an idea. He's got good work rate and good off the ball movement. He will outrun his marker. That said, his marker will not be available anyway. This is a Ytterhogdals job in the end. So yeah, trigger the press on him and hope to show him onto the outside. We will show him on the left foot. And Emanuel Arvidsson, he cannot run with the ball that much. He's got good off the ball movement though, good work rate, overall good physicals, and a good finish. He might just run away from his marker anyway. So let's show him onto his weaker foot and hope for the best. None of these is any good. This is important. So, they play out of defense, we learned from the tactical, the tactical report, I think it's called. Scouting report, whatever. Team report. His passing is not so good. Kicking and throwing are decent though. And overall he looks like he's a, well, rather rounded keeper. Yeah, so I kept thinking maybe one of the defenders is bad at playing the ball. He plays short, simple passes. Schultz-Slotte is the better of the two. So we will try to press Olson. We want him to get the ball with his passing of 6. Then we want to press him up there. And he's the one that we want to make the errors, basically, in defense. Now, I will not complain if somebody else makes an error. But Schultz-Slotte looks like he's the better passer. He's strong enough. We can maybe mark him tightly. He doesn't have good off-the-ball movement, and jumping reach 11 and strength 8. That's not something that's undoable for Kulafich to outmuscle him from time to time, in offense as well as in defense. With him on the other hand, yeah, not sure. So that's enough opposition instructions, I think. Don't know if it will work. Some players are not sharp. He feels unsuited to the role. He's... What the hell, Malte? This is a standard register role. Don't annoy me. You're very well suited for that. Well, that didn't go as well as planned. Do we want to increase the pressure? Probably not. We'll do it anyway. And now let's see what they can do. Also, there's something really unfair going on here. Because Smetby have the prettier kids. I don't like that. We have to play in orange and they can have the black. Azarson with a long ball here. Larsson intercepts it though. Spangberg with a long ball for Arvidsson. Hellström, who was offside anyway. Let's encourage the team immediately. There's no positive reaction there on the pitch there. Now there is. No chances created so far. Alp. Set piece here. Ekman. Loses the ball. Long ball. Oh! Arvidsson. There was nobody in the back at the throw. Why? At least we didn't give away a red card, but why was there nobody in the back? Is this what I instructed them to do? This cannot be true. So this is a set piece, throw in from the left. Why is this on stay back if needed? Great. I need a pen and a paper. Or I need to do it later on. Well, I think this is the second time I noticed this. I forgot to change it. The stay back if needed instruction is so stupid. Because they define if needed as something. Ytterhogdals won that header. Well, now we got a mountain to climb. And what a useless one. Is there, by the way, is the set piece instruction on the other side similar? Attacking to the right. No, to the right it's set up as I thought. Also, you can see here, Arvidsson and Ngongo are now paired up there. Ekman, well done. Vulovic. He came in, he got one chance, he put it away. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, that went well. After a throw in from the left, by the way. Well, now if only that throw in previously would have been well defended, right? That would have been great. I don't know if this counts as scoring after a set piece, by the way. Should. But, well, you know Football Manager things. Maybe it doesn't count as scoring after a set piece because it was created after a set piece and came out of play to a degree. Carlson, Olsson. That's the one we're trying to close down, if I'm not mistaken, Olsson. And it went well here. The pass went nowhere. One chance for each game, for each team. Not great. That's one for Zetterberg for sure. We do not work the ball into box. Oh, my mouse starts to. We can try to work the ball into the box though. Possession doesn't look... it looks even. So let's try to keep possession. That's a bad one, but I'll... Ytterhogdals. Well done. Well done. Tillander. Asarson. Tillander again. Ngongo. He tries to find Moreira da Silva in him. Asarson. Ekman. Wonderful ball for Ngongo. But for Moreira da Silva, he still needs some practice in crossing. But he can do it at some point. He's got the physicals, that's for sure. Tillander. Nice corner. Just over. Was it Hogedal? I think it was Hogedal. Now we face a throw-in. And there's the cross for De Jene. Ngongo. Yeah. He was rather cautious here, in the penalty area. Looked good. Andersson. Was close. Spomberg. Schultz-Lotte. Will he lose the ball? Not just yet. But their build-up play looks disrupted, to say the least. Andersson. Schultz-Lotte. And there's Olsson. Olsson's the one who can play the pass, if I'm not mistaken. He's allowed to pass. And there's a free kick to offside. Apparently Olsson, yeah, with his passing of 6, he had the assist though, I think, with that goal after the throw-in. So yeah, I'm aware of the irony. Forsell, Ekman, Asarson. Oh, he has a really great defensive performance. Whatever is responsible here. Tillander, Ytterhogdals. That's offside. No, it was close. So this is a home game. I will demand more if my mouse lets me. Alp, Ekman. Is this offside? Yes, it is. Kulafovic with the goal though. Immediately. Hellström, Alp. Hellström. That's not good heading. Kulafich did well here. Ekman, nice ball for Lilydal. Can he run with it? He doesn't. Goes with Alp. And there's the cross immediately. So, in that sense, Alp brings some variation to the pitch. They are not used to this, I think. Hagedal, well defended. Asason, Telander, this is clearly offside. Yeah. Nice combination though. Even going offside here. That's well intercepted, sadly. Telander, Hagedal, Asarson. Asarson for Nagongo. Will he go with the pass? Yes, there's Telander. Cuts back. Nice one. Lilydal, it's in. 2-1. 2-1. Whew. And we look like we're well in control of the game at this point. What a wonderful pass. Definitely. This was worth it. Also, we can see that going over the wings really works at this point. I'm not sure if this is down to the formation or to the fact that the wide player are a bit they're more of the central defender type, but we have them away from the goal. This is well, concerning. Corner. Hagedal nearly manages to catch to get the ball to Telander too. Rydberg. Kulafich, well defended. And there it goes back to Spongberg. Larsson, that should be offside. Yeah, it was. Also would have been well defended at that point. First half is coming to a close. Röse with the long ball. Hagedal, well done. Asarson, Ekman, Ngongo, Telander. Asarson. Patient build up. Ngongo. Now he runs with the ball. He's not a good dribbler. Usually, Ngongo. He needs some practice. That's a wonderful ball. Lilydal. Oh, should have scored a third goal for the team. Second for Lilydal. He should have put it in the back of the net. But we create chances. They don't. Actually, we created their chance. So, yeah. Let's hope they can see it through. But I don't feel like we need to change anything at this point. Forsell, maybe tell Hellström not to get thrown off the pitch. But on the other hand, really, I'd rather finish this with 10 men and well, keep the win. Carlson, hopefully it doesn't happen though. Dejene, Andersson, Telander. That's a rare one, but it was well intercepted. I feel this happens from time to time with Telander though. He's a pressing forward also. Ngongo. There we have a corner. So now the really great corner taker, Mr. Telander, with corners 5 or 6 I think, will bring in a corner and hopefully we can score. Telander, Kulafich. Well, he didn't get his head to the ball. This should be easy to defend. And it is. Hellström, Hagedal. Hagedal with the long ball. I'm not sure if this is a good decision. Olsson with another long ball. Oh no. Rydberg. It goes past the post. There's the first really good chance of the game for them. Created by us again. Tillander spearheading the attack here with a pass for Lilydal, which slows down the attack to a degree, and the pass towards Ekman gets intercepted. This is really bad. This shouldn't happen. Oh, that's not a bad pass for Eliassi. Hagedal. Last second. Cleared it into touch. Now we face a corner. Dejene rattles the crossbar and goes outside. Tillander, Lilydal. There's so much space out there. Ngongo. Ngongo with the cross. Ah, close for Kulafic. Close. Arvidsson. Eliassi. That's well intercepted, I think. So Ngongo and well, out not too that much, but Ngongo looks a bit tired. Kulafic doesn't manage to control it. Lilydal. Alp with the early cross. Back to Lilydal apparently. And that's a block tackle and corner. I think we trained corners, by the way, prior to the match. So there should be some bonus. For Cell. Hellström. Ah, I saw some of the shot. Just over though. Should have done better with that one. Long ball for Olsson. That's well intercepted by Kulafic. Oh, Tillander, really? Really? And this is a dangerous ball for Arvidsson. The initial mistake was the one by Tillander. This shouldn't happen. They didn't manage to close the unit down, and he plays a wonderful pass. This is where I want to substitute Hellström, by the way, but there's no central defender on the pitch. So, yeah, we need a win. So, who's available? Let's see, who's available? So we have Anderson on the bench. I don't think Anderson will put on a better performance than Ngongo at this point, especially not as an attacking wingback. Don't think this is an option. Muteba? Well, this might be a weird one, but we could use Muteba in as a replacement for Hellström. Heading and marking wise, it doesn't make much of a difference. Where is he? There he is. So his heading is actually it makes a difference. So he's entirely unsuited for the role, but he's the better marker and a similar header, and the rest of it doesn't matter. Okay, jumping reach could be better, but I'm willing to go with this. Why not? Because the goals conceded both came from pacey attacks, so we need somebody fast here. And he's definitely faster, so maybe he can do that. If this doesn't go down well, it's on me. Tillander is motivated, but he didn't have a good game so far. Not a bad one, but I don't feel like we need to replace him. On the other hand, if we want to make some substitutions, that's one to go for. Azar's son doesn't have a good game. Not a bad one though. He's got some... He's not exhausted. He's got some energy left in him. Not sure if I want to exchange that one. For Cell... They all play okay. Zetterberg though is on a 6.3, but I will not exchange the keeper. So I'll keep it at 1. This is an unconventional one. Ekman for Cell. For Cell with a nice ball for Liljedal. And then apparently nothing happens. Now Muteba plays as a central defender now. For Cell. Ngongo, Hagedal. Oh, well done by Rose. That one could have gone in. For Cell. Well. Azarson, Hagedal. Tillander. Not another corner at this coin. It's a cross. Liljedal puts it over. He puts it over. Come on guys, you can do better. Andersen, Spongberg, cross, Muteba, oh no. Oh, we were lucky there. Forsell, Kulafich. Yes, Kulafich, this is the way to go. Finally somebody with a sense of purpose. Tillander. Ngongo. And it goes to nothing. Or does it? Well, we get a corner. At least one thing. We get a corner. So we have to make some substitutions here. Nila Forsell is overwhelmed by the fact that he got fired up, so let's put Hellberg on the pitch. Alp is apparently under pressure, but Muteba's already on the pitch. Ngongo feels pressured, so let's go with Anderson instead. He's fresh, so maybe he can, I don't know, defend it well. And then we've got two players left to go on the pitch now. I think it's, despite the fact that Kulafich had a good game, it's time for Ishak, and Tillander can go off too. It's time for Warwick. "17 minutes plus stoppage time. And Tillander will not take that corner. Warwick will. Arvidsson against 3. It should be well... Look at that. He nearly runs past his marker. Warwick. Hagedal. Röse. We face another free kick here by Rydberg. That's an interesting variation. Liljedal. Will he run? Well, something like this. This is what running looks like for Liljedal apparently. Hellberg, he's fresh. Alp with the cross, of course. And then we lose it. Hagedal is tired, but he can get that ball. Yeah, the free kick was really interesting, to say the least. Wonderful cross by Warwick. Oh, Ishak. I realize that you're not a good finisher, but really, you could have run into goal with the ball. Really? A draw? Warwick. That doesn't count as offside, apparently. Arsason, Hellberg. Alp. And there's the early cross once more. Rose with an unconventional way to clear this. Muteba. That should be offside. Doesn't matter though. Alp. Ekman. Schultz, Lotte. This is not even well defended. Liljedal loses the ball. Really? Don't get me annoyed, guys. Eggman. Hagedal. Muteba. With another long ball. Doesn't manage to find Ishak. Hagedal, well defended. One thing that works. Hagedal's headers. So, was this deserved? It's... the first thing I will do is I will change the instructions to stay back always from stay back if needed. To with the throw-ins. That cost us the game, really. Yeah. I feel it's the same as last game. Unfortunate describes it well. They don't feel it's unlucky though. I'm happy that Kulafich scored. This is good. That might give him some confidence. Okay. So I will take a break for a minute or two and find out if I can go for another game or if my girlfriend is awake. She took a nap. So I'll be back in a minute or two. Back from the from the darkness, and apparently with a frog in whatever it's called. So Ishak is one appearance away from making an extra year. I don't mind that. He didn't play bad enough that I want to get rid of him immediately. But I don't see much potential in him. That said, for that money, that's okay. So that's fine. Press conference, yeah, we can do that. And I've been meaning to ask, by the way, Mika Billion, how has your save been going? How have you been doing? It's been a while, so I wanna get a report on your 4141, I think, with the 2 Shadow Strikers, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Kumquat again? Really, I'm just entirely confused. So he scored another one. Actually, he scored 2. Yeah, the Steam achievements. The real achievements of this world, right? So how long is it until you made it to 10 years? And I wasn't even aware that there is such Steam achievement for this. Is it for 10 years within one club? Or is it for 10 years in management? Okay. Okay. And there are not that many homegrown players who will make it? Okay. 1 more year. Well, you can make it. Even if you play the youth. Just have to avoid getting fired, right? You will be able to do that. Also, if there's only 1 more year, fuck finances, whatever. You can ruin the budget at that point. Doesn't matter. You will go. You will not play that save anymore. So, sign whoever you want. Pay whatever you want for him. It was a good goal. The problem is we conceded it because we didn't defend it. At all. I'm really annoyed by my team and especially by the stay back if needed instruction. This is so stupid. There is nobody running around the midfield line. We don't need anybody back in defense. Yeah, sure. Sure, I'm good friends with everybody. So this doesn't change anything. Well, Ytterhogdals won. But 1 point is not enough down here. It looks like it might not take that much this season. Well, I still want us to have another 21 points. He scored 2 goals. Robin Wendin Thomasson. I honestly cannot see how he did that. Seriously? Apparently, the left fullback / wingback scored 2 goals. Yeah. So, what's the message of the last game? We can score. We can also score too. We just have to deal with our set pieces. I can't believe it. Every single one of these I configured by myself. It was the left side. Arg! And in defense it's all fine. Positive short throw left. Save routine. There it is. And now we will also do this in defensive. Well, in defensive, there is not a problem here. It hasn't been 10 hours. I looked into it. By the way, so I suffered through the set pieces twice. Right? Not only did I set them up while you all were laughing about it, and I kept suffering, no. I also found the errors in them, and then I had to re-watch the entire thing to tag it. Or not yet. Yeah, I put down timestamps on YouTube for it. This is one of the only videos that I timestamped. So there are the stream is called something. No, I think I called it set pieces afterwards. I think I decided to call it set pieces along the way. But it's 3 hours and 2.5 hours of it are set pieces, and I have timestamps in the video for every single set piece. So in case you ever want to look at set pieces again, feel free to watch the video, because I really don't want to do it again. And it might contain a lot of errors, and it's, as we phrased it back then, it's only the bare minimum. It's not like we have 15 alternatives for every set piece in that video, so you can certainly spend 10 hours on it, yes. Definitely. Probably you can spend 5 hours per tactic on it, per game. It's really annoying. On the other hand, if you love that stuff, be my guest. And in case you like that kind of stuff or have an idea for a set piece, tell me. Also in defense, I have no idea. I don't know. This is something that needs to be improved overall. Not just because well, from multiple angles, I guess. Oh, the Swedish Cup. From multiple angles, I guess. Because I'd like to have better set pieces, not only for the board, but also for myself. I think this needs improvement because it's really annoying in the game. But on the other hand, I don't see how they can improve it. Like, I have no idea. And keep in mind, I'm a computer scientist / programmer myself. So I can see why this is difficult. That's the problem here. I don't think there is an easy system to be had to improve set pieces. And then for this squad specifically, I'd improved them, but really the only set piece that works for us is tall guy jumping, free kick / corner / throw in on the head. For the throw in specifically, there's one thing that really annoys me. Do you see that the striker comes short here? Do you see it? Because it happens every single time. The striker is always here. He doesn't belong here. He should attack the near post. He doesn't. It doesn't matter to him. He comes short. And he gets the ball like 90% of the time. I'm not sure what the match engine does there. And this has been like this for, I don't know, 20 installments of Football Manager probably, even though there aren't 20. So I'm exaggerating here. But this is something that never got resolved. And we'll see it next game. I have no idea what the strikers do there. That or the set piece instructions only work partially for certain situations on the pitch. So in case there is no near post, usually I would take that job. Well, not on stream and not once I have a club, but usually I would love to take that job. Due to the kit colors. These are the best colors in the game. To me. Because everything else is colorful and I don't like colorful. But I will decline that. No. Oh, there's something about Moreira da Silva. Press article. Maybe we should offer him out again. Come on, Moreira da Silva. You wanna do? He's not interested in a move, apparently. Why? He's very interested. Don't be like this. He wants an expensive contract. We are unwilling to give it to him, so he can go. He can also go out on loan, really. Why did I decline? I'm happy where I am. That's it. There will be additional errors in the set pieces, by the way. There's always something. I'm out of chocolate, by the way. This is horrible. I don't know how I'll survive this weekend. No chocolate. So, gotta resort to nuts now. This is nuts. Yes, I'm happy in my current job. Good for you. I didn't. And, well, I've got enough time on my hands to do it, so this is entirely on me. We will sign the young Paul Coleman. Apparently. Why not? Frederick Allman has been given a professional contract. I do not remember giving him that one. Oh, he can be given. I misread. Sorry. So, what's your favorite snack? Time to make some entirely uncompensated, I don't know, advertisement for Swedish snacks. On stream. This is where you tell me that the snacks you loaded up on are some sort of rotten fish or something like that. That wasn't Sweden though, if I'm not mistaken. A good variation. Okay. Well. Maybe I'll snack up on another sausage going forward. Well, out of these three, the nuts are definitely the most healthy ones. They're fatty, but this is good fats. Apparently, due to what I read here, they've got a lot of fiber and they've got unsaturated fats. So this is great. Also a lot of omega-3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Chocolate. It's mostly down to the sugar, really. The sugar content of chocolate is just atrocious. Yeah, sure. Bye, Robin. I'm not a big fan of Batman, so why would I keep Robin around? Oh. That's the wrong button. Gustav Ahlström had a good performance. That yeah, is definitely for the health advice, which is not health advice. I'm not a medical professional. There's a lot of areas where advice cannot be given, right? Finance, medicine, law, everywhere you cannot give advice. At this point, advice is really a loaded word. Oh, it was for the Batman comment. Okay. Well, I liked... how was the name? I liked the series with the young Bruce Wayne and the young Gotham, or the younger Gotham. I think especially the Penguin in that. How was it? It was just called Gotham. I'm stupid. So that series was surprisingly interesting. And I'm not sure if I should say despite the performances of the actor playing James Gordon, but you never watched it, so especially the Joker is really great there, and the Penguin overall doesn't fall off. He's wonderful. It gets a bit silly from time to time, and I don't know. It has its strong suits and its weak suits, but the Penguin overall is fantastic. Yeah, it's worth a watch if you like that kind of stuff. That is. And also, I feel it's much more refreshing than the 150th remake of some sort of Batman movie. I'm kind of sad that they finished it, but they went through the material, and I feel like they gave the entire setting, let's say, a fresh impression. And that was good. I liked it. It's also an entirely different from Bruce Wayne's perspective, because Bruce Wayne is not the... So in generally, he's more of a depressed guy, and in Gotham this is more about finding out about the past, even though he's young, and finding out about I don't know. I wouldn't call it intrigue. That's too far, but he's more involved from a story perspective, I think. It's not a series about the millionaire and his fancy equipment. That's what I think. What I'm trying to say, and I really like that. Poker Face. Alright. So, I don't know where that runs at this point, but given that you're from Sweden, it wouldn't help much. So, well, or is it something like Amazon or something that might show it here too? Nobody wants Moreira da Silva. Out on loan, maybe? Okay. Yeah. I'll look into it. I need a pen. Just a second. Again, with the pen of the political party I'm not fond of. Great. At the moment I'm watching Picard, the second season. I didn't watch it yet. Peacock. Okay. Well. that certainly isn't available in in Germany. And if it is, I have no idea about it. So I want money for him. Anyone willing to offer? He can go, play on loan, and once he comes back, maybe his contract demands are sorted to a degree. Peacock. I told my brother about watching Picard, which I feel is a decent show. The first season was more of a fan service. The second season is okay so far. I didn't watch the entire season just yet. And he told me that he will not watch anything done by Amazon going forward, for what they did to the Lord of the Rings universe. Didn't watch that series, but apparently it was really horrible. So don't know. I'm not sure at this point. He might have said that it was worse than Game of Thrones season 7. So this looks good though, from a progression perspective. Okay. Me too. But I'm. Are they around somewhere? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure what I did to the books. I bought the books prior to the season to the show existing. So a friend of mine recommended the books to me. Must have been 10 years ago. Man, must have been 10 years ago, or maybe even more. It was back at university when I was still working in a factory to make a living and continue my studies. So it's been a long while since then. But well, a good friend of mine and former colleague and me were in that factory, and we read A Song of Ice and Fire in softcover in the factory. So during the shift, one of the two of us kept working for half an hour so the other one could read, and then we switched. And sometimes that friend of mine came back, and he came back early, continued to work. And the joke was always, Sansa chapter? Yeah, Sansa chapter. Don't want to read that. So Song of Ice and Fire is wonderful to read because it's written from the perspective of the characters. Every chapter is from the perspective of a different character, and it teaches more about you yourself than about the characters, to a degree. I was absolutely unable to stand the Sansa chapters. They were really annoying, with all that flowery, hopeful bullshit in this world. Yeah, they are worth a read, and they're also easy to read for English. It's not like it's hard to read, even if you're not fluent in English. It's not a big problem. I gifted my mother with the books for her to read them, and it took her a while, but they are good books. I'm not sure what about the remainder of the series though. I don't know. I read up until the 5th, and then the series overtook the books. I'm not sure what's going to happen to the rest. So I want to keep him. Ernest Dervishi. I want to keep him because I think he has potential. The problem is there's 2 contract offers for him. So as a youngster, yes. And now we will need to see if we can give him a youth contract or a part-time contract even. But he might not accept that because it's not enough money-wise. So close. Well, if this is so close, I will force you into it. Here you go, sir. Please accept this contract. Thank you very much. He's spirited and looks like he trains well. I'm not sure if he will ever make it as a squad member, but he might. He might. And he's a flexible, defensive-minded player. Now I feel with A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones, the most you miss out is the thought process of the characters. You cannot display that. Their thoughts are very different, and to a degree, most of what they do makes sense. And that's what's appealing about the entire series. It's hard to display that in TV. So they did a good job, at least for the first few seasons. But I don't know. The books are a lot more about I feel about the inner process of human beings. Apparently, in this save, FC Bayern like to sell to Arsenal. First it was Hernandez, now it's Fernandez. Funny coincidence, that one. Oh, World Cup 2022? What's going on here? We've got 2026. It's not 2022's World Cup, especially not in Qatar. Great, I shouldn't have hit that one. There's nothing to display. Wonderful. So maybe we'll keep it at that. Oh, this is what's happening. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, they update the graphics for the first one, yes. But sure, this is it's kind of absurd, right? A generic logo would probably be the better choice, given that this year's World Championship was in Qatar. Um, I hardly know anyone that was interested in it anyway, so might not be that popular of a statement, but yeah. I'm not a big fan of international competitions anyway, but especially in Qatar, I was absolutely uninterested in it. I have no idea who's world champion at the moment. Or maybe I have, but I can tell you how I got to that. So is it Argentina? Is that correct? I'm not sure. I think they won the World Cup, and but or they were in the final or something like this. But I read that in newspapers that I used to wrap my what's it called? Gotta Google that. Sorry. Plates? Is it simply plates? Dishes. It's dishes. I wrapped my dishes in newspaper for moving from apartment to apartment and city to city. And these newspapers contained old news about the World Championship. So that's how they got to me. This is how interested I was in the World Cup. So I'm the worst Football Manager streamer ever. I remember that I was offered a job as an international manager in Football Manager alongside the club management at one time, and I took it for like I don't know, 8 weeks until it was for the Netherlands, I think, and I got some scouting knowledge in the Netherlands then, and once that scouting knowledge reached 20% or something, I couldn't stand it anymore. It was so annoying. No training. Some players you don't know about and don't care about. In a foreign country you don't know about and don't care about. Nothing against the Netherlands, but at that point it was, back in that save, it was entirely of new gen players. The best player of the Netherlands was some guy that played for FC Schalke in... SC Schalke. Sorry to Gelsenkirchen at this point. Anyway, so he played for them, and Schalke dominated the league, the Bundesliga, in Germany for, I don't know, 10 years at this point. So it was highly unrealistic that the existence of that player, for him to be with Schalke, for him to remain with Schalke, and for Schalke not to fuck it up. That doesn't happen. So, but it was entirely absurd. Yeah. So I quit that job immediately. Because, well, not immediately, after 4 weeks. And I kept the scouting knowledge though. So, I had some scouting knowledge for players in the Netherlands going forward, which I didn't use. Because I was managing a lower league club. I cannot tell you which one at this point though. Yeah, it's been a few over the years. I don't think it was with Bexhill United. That was my last save. But international management in Football Manager is just probably as well in real life. On the other hand, in real life, it might be good pay for moderate amounts of work. So I can see the appeal. You did? Okay, cool. That sounds interesting. So you basically put on the Ronaldo show, or how did it go down? Depending on when you try it, right? Ah, yeah. This is wonderful. New Zealand sounds funny though. You can probably run that alongside something else. I never managed in. Don't wanna lie. I think I did a save in Indonesia at some point. But that was in the early stages of my football manager careers, if I can put it that way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, cool. That's at least that's interesting, right? Yeah, the league routes in Indonesia, by the way, are entirely weird too. There's so many leagues with some weird split after X games, and then you play in another league again, and whatever. It, I really don't get it. Finally, can you see this? There's little arrows here. I'm not sure if I'm correct with this. Finally. I have no idea about the league routes there. This... You wanna see me suffer going forward? Not a problem. I'll do a save in a weird country too, if you force me to it. But then again, I never did the classic one. I never did England, so yeah. But I probably there's a lot of streamers that do English saves at this point, so not a good idea. On the other hand, I'm doing Sweden right now, and this is probably a well-known topic too, so whatever. Ended up on accident here anyway. Ytterhogdals IK. By the way, they didn't answer me until now. I never got an answer about the picture, so they must have thought I'm some weirdo. Oh, I did a lot of England saves over the years. It's not like well, okay, for the experience of going through the leagues, probably yes, but I played a lot of these, and in England, same as somewhere else, I tend to pick a really lower league team. Like I don't know if in which installment of Football Manager it was, but I installed a database that contained players down to level 22 or something, and I started with an amateur club. This is the way to go in England for me. So amateur club, get the amateur club to fairly professional, get the fairly professional club to professional, and well, if you win the Champions League afterwards, you've got too much time on your hands. But this is really fun, by the way, because you cannot just push for promotion every single time, or, well, you have to, but on the other hand, you cannot ruin the club financially. It will not work, same as here. But you can go up, and you can make it, with decent management and a bit of luck. Also, throughout the years, you tend to assemble a lot of clauses, just like we're trying to do here. There's always somebody and something to be traded, especially in England in the lower leagues. So as soon as you turn fairly professional and can hand out real contracts, it gets mighty interesting, I'd say. There's always somebody to be sold, and there's always a player to be had. he must have learned from Leloucho. That's how it works for streamers usually. Yeah, I don't wanna I don't wanna no, I'm not going there. So to everyone their own, right? However they want to play it. But I already talked about this. This is not the way I like to play the game, but I can certainly see why other people would like to play the game that way, and that's fine. To these other people, and probably the majority of the people watching, it's highly annoying to talk about finance all the time. To me, this is fun. Okay, as close to fun as it can get, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy to make a deal. I'm happy to sell a player for good money. I'm happy to do a season like this. I'm happy to go down. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, sure, I'll be devastated for 2 days, but then I will try to get back up. And as long as the club does well financially, going forward, I'm okay with it. I well, I don't. I wouldn't want to force that on other people. They are all unhappy. Fine. Why are you unhappy? High amount of extra training. Simon Larson. High amount of extra training. This is why you don't have extra training. Collins. It's not producing any more results. Well, that's your fault, right? But he's a natural now. And he anticipates an improvement in the club's training facilities going forward. Yeah, you will be disappointed, sir. But well, you could force that streamer to continue one save after he ruined it financially at one point, or challenge him or her. So you've come to the right place then. I will not. Was it? I think it was Popple that asked me about starting a new save with the winter update, and whilst I can see the appeal for a streamer, way new update, way new content, to me this is like, why would I do that? For the minor improvements or reductions of the existing player base, I don't care about existing players. In 5 years it will all be new gens. Doesn't matter to me. Who cares? I will not play with Lewandowski anyway. I don't know his skill set and I don't need it. So yeah. But I can see why starting a new save is interesting to streamers from a, I don't know, for keeping it fresh, I guess, from time to time. Preach. So I'm aware of what it means, but I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me. I keep preaching, probably. Maybe I'm preaching to the how do they put it? Preaching to the choir? Whatever the name is for the people singing. He goes away. Bye. Now he's probably at an amateur club, right? I was never over there. So where I come from, sometimes they ridicule it as the big pond. I was never overseas. I was in South Africa at some point. Well, not South Africa specifically. I was at La Réunion. That's an island. I think 100 kilometers off the east coast of South Africa, somewhere. Fleckar demands more from Alp. What's going on here? Seriously? Well, I do not agree. Ortella was horrible. Is horrible. And apparently we have performed below expectations. Okay. So at this point we can tell Alp that his performances have not been good enough and his form is not good enough. He doesn't want to sit at the bench. Well, that's too late, sir. Also, we play Lunds today. I have no idea about Lunds. So, we've been skipping forward in time and, maybe Lunds. Maybe that's an interesting game. Well, probably it is an interesting game. But don't you worry. The former leaders of the league, Umeå, come around next. As an away game. Last time we beat them 3-0. Not a problem. We'll bash them. So, however, he thinks it was harsh. I think it was entirely deserved. We will not play like this. We will play like this. Like real men. Good to know. Good to know. People go there to study. Well, I'm not sure if this is represented in Football Manager, but if I look at those transfer values and those wages, should 442. Well, okay. Lunds University. I'm gonna look into it. It traces its roots back to 1425. Yeah, so that exists for a while, yes. Wickberg asked to leave. Okay. What the actual... He asked to leave, but... He wants a new contract. No, he doesn't want a new contract if I offer him one. Oh. You're a French player, sir. Impact sub? Yeah, hopefully. I cannot pay him 55 too. That's much too expensive. On the other hand, that would resolve one of the issues at least. He's 24, he can also play as a ball-winning midfielder in case it's needed, and it might be needed going forward. He's a good bench player overall. He doesn't warrant to be kicked out of the squad. There's no contract extension to be had here. Fine, okay. I will try to negotiate. Really negotiate with him. I will honestly try to give him another year as a deal. For 40. For 45. No, for 40 and appearance fees and stuff. Let's go with that. Fine, 45. We will not get promoted anyway, doesn't matter with the clause. He's happy with that. Okay, sure. Is he transfer listed? No, he's not. In case we go down, we cannot afford this. Can we go for 50? Of course not. Okay, it's exactly 35. Fine. So this means Wickberg might stay with the club after all. Da Silva though, we have so much material out there. He can go. Offering him for 1.9 at this point. And maybe the new contract will resolve the unhappiness of Wickberg. So maybe he can play some more going forward. Oh, Madelana might sign him. That's good. Get out the door, man. On a free contract. On a free transfer, I mean. What are you going on about? I specifically made an offer for money. Stupid. They really think they can have him for free. And now we're talking Christopher Alp. Oh. Greedy? Yeah, well, I would argue they are cheap. They are cheap bastards. Not to pay for him. We need that money. We cannot sell our entire grain every season for, I don't know, or potatoes or whatever it is they plant here. We cannot sell that every season just to make it as a football club. This is not how it works. Also, at some point the machines need repairs. And we cannot rely on weird lending companies all the time to get through it. So we need to make money on the football players. That's how it is. It's all right. I didn't want to. Well, I did, but I didn't want to be. How did I put it? Sometimes it comes over like I want to be a know-it-all. I'm not. I'm interested in learning myself all the time, and sometimes this translates to repeating some stuff, and I don't know. Improvement is always in my head, but it's not about knowing better. Well, it's about knowing better, but not about me or you, right? And that's well, but you can make the wrong impression, especially on the internet. So yeah, I feel like I get mistaken a lot with that. He will not lose confidence permanently because he has no confidence to speak of. Sure, young players for the team. And then there's these useless questions again. Bad home form, bad away form, doesn't matter. No, we lose. Sure, it's the fans are to blame. He's wonderful. And Hagedal will definitely be in the team. Let's see if they make another offer. I don't think so. Then he will be unsettled, and then who cares? Really. If he starts complaining too much, he will go to the U19. Doesn't matter. Seriously? What do you guys think you are doing? No. But there's interest in him now. So let's go with 1.7. At some point somebody might offer money. I'm even willing to go with 25% only. Kulafich on a 8.9 training rating. Look at that. So with Lundstow, why is there no report? Did I miss that one? There it is. So they play Park the Bus with a 4-4-2. They play Park the Bus with a 4-4-2, pressing forward and a poacher. This poacher is dangerous, yes. But with these circumstances, we can probably go forward, try to underlap in the next match, play through the middle of the pitch, and hope for a result. And the two strikers might have a hard time with that midfield, so they need to go out on the wings. Yeah, we'll see. We will try to work the ball in the box too. So I will instruct it later on. Where do we go from here? We started paying central defenders. That will not go down well. You cannot pay your players an appropriate amount of money. This is not how good management works. You don't pay them and they still perform. Oh, transfer window opens. Come on. Game, react. Seriously? Oh, somebody offers money for him. So I will not accept these. $1.6 maybe? 1.7. And really the friendly would be entirely useless. This will not do. We can maybe we can get 800 out of it or something. Let's see. I'm not in a hurry. Transfer will go through there anyway. No, we can negotiate for half an hour on stream. It's not like this is not interesting to you. You love this stuff. You love that stuff. You want me to renegotiate for 500 euros. I'm sure. We can spend that money on another player, for example, an average central defender that wants to be overpaid. I don't know, maybe somebody named Eric. Last name Wickberg? I just made it up. Oh. So, we got the set piece fixed. That's okay. We're playing a 4-4-2, or against a 4-4-2, so that means we will try to go for the underlap. We will try to work the ball into the box and retain possession, first and foremost. And we will press them high up on the pitch, but preferably we will press the... Well, we can press the entirety, but we do not have to avoid short distribution. We can press high up on the pitch. They will not distribute in a short manner anyway. So how's this? Yes, we can ignore that. They will not distribute the ball in a short fashion, and if they do, we can re-enable it. I feel. So, is there anything in the lineup that needs to be changed? Kulafich is on the pitch, Ytterhogdals is on the pitch, Hellström is on the... Oh! Oh! Yeah, sure. I will probably end the stream after this game anyway. So I'll try to hurry, so that you get your nap, right? Okay, but first let's comment on this one. This is great. This is fantastic, Mr. Hellström. Hellberg trains well too. Ostrom apparently trains well. Good job, young guy. Good job. Ngongo, anyway. Hopefully for more than a point this time there. I think we can put Muteba back on the pitch. Yes. But it must be I don't know, it must be derived from Hell, probably. Because Hellberg trains well too. He doesn't have enough time on the pitch, I think. But the training is good. Melander, he fell off a little bit. Berg, Forcell. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, so there's not much surprise in here. I will put Muteba back on the pitch for Alp. Alp didn't have a good game last time. He can be the bench player. Anderson, he fell off a little bit. I don't care too much about this. And then here's the thing. Warwick didn't do well. Ishak, bit better, but not by much. Melander, do we want to keep him? Or do we want to include a central defender? That would be either Boltegård Blom or Johansson. Ouch. 5.05. Wow. No, we'll keep it as it is, really. Alp can do the central defender. Doesn't matter. Who cares? It's not like we need a central defender anyway. We switch one every single game. They're always tired for some reason. Team selection, good. We should do tactics first. Did I skip that? Probably. There it is. This is what I'm looking for. So next match only, we will go with the underlap. We'll work the ball into the box. We will play shorter passing. This is all good. Slightly higher tempo. Yeah, we gotta create chances at some point. Roll it out, distribute to the playmaker. This is fine. This is also fine. We do not have to do that. Do we need to get stuck in? No, I don't think so. Next match. Who's dangerous? He is. But he's a bad finisher. So, whatever. He's a good finisher. But look at that off-the-ball movement. That's bad. We can type mark him, probably. This looks like a college team to me too, yes. Sundström. He's a right-footed player that runs with the ball down left. Okay. Well, we can certainly show him onto the weaker foot. His crossing is worse than his long shots, so that's okay. This is a decent player. This looks good. Also, he gets forward whenever possible, so that might mean that he is not the one to stick around in defense. Yeah, so he will probably outrun his marker from time to time, but still, we need to mark him tightly. And same for this guy. Usema Ali. Pacey. Showing him to the inside is not the best idea, but probably still better than nothing. And close him down at least. And then there's these two. That looks well rounded, surprisingly rounded. And this looks dangerous. Gotta be honest there. So we should press this guy. And show him to the inside probably. Anyway, that's it. Gotta deal with the game now. Let's go. Somebody wants a nap. We're in the way. I expect to win. Let's increase pressure. They are not used to that pressure. One person hype train going for, well, two person. I mean, I'm hyped too. And Torben and Eleanor up here. Oh, you cannot see them anymore. Well, these two are hyped too. So we're already four. Let's put them here. Probably the other way around, maybe. Yeah, that's good. So they cannot see anything because my chair is in front of them. But yeah, we are all hyped. Let's go. By the way, one cannot read the hype, the hype, the letters on the screen. I gotta increase font size there, for the chat. So we play to avoid the drop. That's it. Gotta win this. Ekman, Hagedal. That's the short passing play that we trained and talked about, yes, exactly. There's a throw in from the left side. Anyone remembering anything? Somebody stays back apparently, this time. Lugongo, Muteba, Kulafic. Look at that striker. This is what attacking the near post looks like in Football Manager. I'm 100% sure that this is entirely stupid. Hellström. First chance of the game. For central defender, who pushed up to the front. Forsell, Hagedal, next header. We're going somewhere here. Yellow card for Hagedal. 3 minutes into the game, well, that cannot be the way. And we nearly missed a finish by Engelbrechtson. Luckily that one went over. Ytterhogdals Tillander wins a header. It went to Linear though. Ekpe, Sandström. Ngongo, well defended. Asarson, Kulafic. Oh, Kulafic. Sandström. Kulafic wins it back. Striker duties apparently. Zetterberg. Interesting ball. Well distributed for Kulafic. And he plays it behind Ytterhogdals, who wins the ball back. Ooh, that might be a yellow. It isn't though, it's only a free kick. Forsell. Ytterhogdals doesn't manage to get his head on the ball. Ytterhogdals. That's a horrible technique. Asarson. Tillander. Was it offside? Apparently, yes. Are we in control of the game? I'm not sure. Tillander. Hellström. Ah, he loses the ball. Well close down by Forsell though. Now we're back in order. Well, with the exception of Kulafic maybe. Ramani. It's probably Ramani, considering the H in there. Ali. Kamp. Terzic. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. One long ball towards Engelbrechtson and we're done. Terzic. That's... I'm not even annoyed about the pass or about the fact that we lost this. What is Terzic as a player? Is he seriously capable of doing this kind of stuff? Passing 7 vision 3 to 6. He didn't even spot that one. He just thrashed it forward. And then there's, again, Hellström that lost his marker. Yeah, his mark, sorry. He was the marker. What a stupid way to concede a goal. Hellström, Ytterhogdals. Not a thing. We'll go with demand more here. Asarson, Ekman, Hellström, Forsell. One thing that's definitely missing here. Look at this. This doesn't contribute to build up. What Asarson's been doing. He needs to go further forward. Can we? Where's go for? Get further forward doesn't exist for a ball-winning midfielder. Okay. So we need to change his role. It doesn't work that way. This is okay once you don't need the goal anymore. But what can he play as? Metzala is really bad for him. Carrilero maybe? That puts him a little higher up the pitch. Might as well go with box-to-box too. So now we've got 2 box-to-box midfielders that cross for the target forward. But this is not okay. I can live with Forsell, who comes a bit closer here. Forsell. Kulafic. Ekman. Yeah, well, that long shot was a long time coming. Arsason well defended though. Ekbe. Creative defending. Muteba with the throw for Arsason. Forsell. Forsell. Nice cross inside. Nobody there though. Sundström. This must be offside. It was. Expected goals wise, we do not deserve this. This was highly unexpected. Lindell. Kulafic defends it. Ngongo. Tillander. Solid pass for Ekman. Kulafic again. Ekman. Tillander. Well played. Ngongo. He should look for the underlap now. He dribbles at the byline though. Ekbe. Tillander. Why don't you take the ball down to your foot? Cannot believe this. Ngongo, another set piece here. Kulafic. We lose the ball. Not a problem for Muteba, who remained at the back. Ekman. Nice pass. Ekbe. It's offside. Come on, seriously? Face another corner here. Well defended so far. I cannot believe it. Fine. So, maybe this took too much time. Maybe this is not a good idea. Maybe we should, I don't know, shoot on sight we can probably introduce later. Let's make this a little bit wider. Something like this. The players do cut inside anyway. Engelbrektsson for Ekbe. Romani, Ekbe. Okay, so first things I notice here. Tillander should probably man mark the left defender here. I don't want them to be included in build-up play. I don't like that. And they are close enough to them anyway. Our defender should be able to deal with the other guy. Engelbrektsson. Oh, not a good idea, Mr. Hellström. Engelbrektsson with the free kick. That's not a problem for Hellström so far. Engelbrektsson with the shot though. That's not what solid defending looks like. Another throw. Arsason, Muteba, nice cross. Forsell with the corner. Forsell with the corner. That ended up nowhere. That's Tillander. We face a free kick. Skims the crossbar apparently. They really didn't have that many chances. Let's try to shoot on side. For a while. Yellow card for Forsell. Tillander with a free kick. For sale. Well, that was a shot. Get a throw though. We got a throw in. Ngongo. So Kulafich is always out here. Ytterhogdals is in the middle. Maybe we should switch the two, right? In this situation. Kulafich. Back to Ngongo. And that's a corner. Taken by Tillander probably? Yes. Tillander with the corner. Ytterhogdals. Lindell manages to catch it. Muteba. Ekman. Hellström. That's not a good one. Lindell. Not a problem for Ytterhogdals. Asarson. Ngongo. Drives the ball forward. Asarson. This could be offside. Yes, it is. Tillander's got a bad game. 60 minutes into the game, I've had enough. Let's put Warwick on the pitch. Hellberg for Forsell. Forsell didn't do much in this game anyway. Ngongo doesn't have a good game. Might as well go with Asarson. It's Anderson, but yeah. And Kulafich. I'm not sure if Kulafich does it really bad. So get out there. Change the game. Ekpe. We defended that well for a while and then we forgot about the ball. Kulafich again. Well done. Ytterhogdals. Kulafich. Hellberg. What's this? Ytterhogdals. This is not a counter. This is a counter apparently. What are they doing? It's not a bad long ball for Linnair. Sandström. Engelbrechtsson, Sederberg again. If not for Sederberg, we would have conceded another one at this point. Warwick. Can he create something? Asarson. Ytterhogdals. Ekman. Kulafich. Ekman again. Nice one. Anderson. Ytterhogdals. There it is. It could have been so easy the entire game. So, who did make that goal? Ekman probably. Because that cross by Anderson wasn't great. And for Ytterhogdals to anticipate this is what I expect of him the entire season. Yeah, that's a bit better, right? Now we only have to carry it through. Well, no. We need a win. We don't need to carry it through. We need a win here. I've had enough of the draws. What's 1 point anyway? Yeah. I cannot. Not yet. This is a... Yeah, this is one of the things that annoys me about Football Manager 2, by the way. The shouts keep Shots are kept active, even if you pressed them prior to a goal. You cannot change it. Or you can, but you gotta go to the tactics menu and then press cancel and so on. And if you don't do that fast enough, the fire up shout will, in this case, will remain active. This is what happened. Hellstrom, Warwick. Yeah, I cannot give them props just yet. Once I can, I will do. Ytterhogdals loses out on that duel. Hellberg is available though. Warwick. What's that? At least he won the ball back. Kulafich. Ekman. With another ball for Anderson. Well, finally! There's the perfectionist in him. Not a bad one. Kulafich distributes it back to Warwick. Hellberg. Ekman. Ekberg, creative defending there. And Sundström puts it into touch. We still cannot praise them. Now we can. Well, I'm gonna wait till the end of the scene though. Anderson, Ekman, Anderson again. Where's the cross? There's the cross. Yeah. So, he deserves praise. He deserves praise. And the rest of them deserve encouragement, probably. It might take a while. They are nervous. Apprehensive. Let's go with no pressure there. I didn't realize it fast enough, but he's motivated. Yeah, sure, you can do it, Kulafich. You can do it. Score one. Oh, Ibrahim Begovic is on the pitch. This guy, I wanted to sign him. He's really dangerous. Despite his slightly different name, he's really dangerous. Warwick. Ekman. Now with the pass for Kulafich this time. Well, that went nowhere. Lindell. Ekman. Kulafich? Yeah, sure. That was way offside. Cool. Anderson, so this was excellent feedback. Now he's complacent. These players. Well defended by Hellstrom so far. Sederberg. Will he play it out of defense? Yes, with Ytterhogdals. Anderson immediately goes for the cross. That's not one to win for Kulafich though. Sundström and Eber. Oh no, look at Kamp. Muteba defends it. Lilydal loses it again. Ali. We're really lucky at this point. Hellström with the free kick. Hellström with the free kick. 3 minutes to go. What can we do? Ekman is tired. So maybe somebody else needs to come on. And Kulafich, he's fired up, but I think Ishak can come on. I don't think we need Alp. Muteba is fired up and still has some... I don't know, maybe he can score a goal there. No, Ishak is nervous, but what can you do? Warwick, outswinging corner, Ishak. That would have been the appearance. Coming in and scoring one directly after the corner, but it didn't happen. Ytterhogdals, Melander now. Nice pass. Ishak lost out on that duel though. Ekbe. They are not closed down well, right? Ali. Out on the wing now. Olofsson. Ali. Well tackled. And Muteba clears it. Can we have more than a point at some point? Reljanovic. Ekbe. We specifically instructed them to go with... Did you see that? It hit the post. We specifically instructed them to man-mark the defenders. Nobody adheres to tactical instructions here. At this point, it's a wonder that we're still up 1 goal. Hellström. Sandström over the goal. This apparently works. Sederberg. Warwick. Melander. Hellberg. Melander again. Tries to find a good pass. Warwick. Asarson. Warwick. Warwick with the wonderful pass for Ishak. If only he had more than 5 points of finishing. That pass by Warwick was really great. "40 seconds to go. Muteba, Liljedahl. And it's out. So, with the short throw, we will not go anywhere here. Muteba. Ishak. Goal kick. Okay. It will be a draw. And we can count ourselves lucky now. It's a fair result, probably, but still. Oh. At least they brought a point home. Or, well, they kept it. 1 point at least. Yeah. That's the thing though. Ishak doesn't score consistently. Not with the head and not with the foot. So, as a striker, he doesn't work. And I think Ian Holmström didn't score that well either. Well, but at least he brought the headers in. That's not what Ishak has been doing. So yeah, sleep well. And thanks for watching. I'll wrap up the stream here too. That's it for today. So what does that make us? 2 points in 2 games? Is that what has been going on now? Yeah, a 2-2 and a 1-1. We could have won both games. That's football, at least in Football Manager. I'll go for some food and then probably a nap too. Sleep well and have fun tonight. And to everyone else, have a nice day. And if you see this later on YouTube, you know where this was taken. So, you know. Might come over at some point. Anyway, bye.